Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Friday the 13th. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Friday the 13th is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Paramount Pictures. It comes in a slipcover edition, available at your local and online retailers. Now, when it comes to the film itself, when it comes to horror franchises, we all have our favorites. You know, whether it is Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play. I've always gravitated towards Friday the 13th. I really think it started off in such a unique way, and it has evolved, or, you know, some may argue devolved over the course of time. But I think all the films have something of merit to them. And I remember first watching this when I was around 10, the 80s, gotta love it. But yeah, I liked it, and I still think it holds up incredibly well today. The main antagonist is, you know, I feel one of the more unexpected twists. And it's a fun, atmospheric, good time slasher flick. And it looks, you know, I'm just a big fan of it. And, you know, I'm hoping that we get additional Friday the 13th sequels on 4K. I know they've given 4K scans to at least the first 4 films, so I'm hopeful we're going to see at least those. But I'd be happy with any kind of upgrade in that department. And, you know, I just really enjoy the film. So yeah, Friday the 13th, really happy to have it on 4K. All right, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the 4K Ultra HD slipcover edition of Friday the 13th. We always like it when they use the original artwork, and yeah, I can't say anything bad about it. It's really good. And then we have the back and the spine. Interior's the same, and just standard black disc. So yeah, no frills, but original artwork is appreciated. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Friday the 13th on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 1:5:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution and was graded with both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Grain structure looks pretty consistent throughout the film. I didn't notice any real instances of DNR applied during my viewing. In 2020, Shout Factory issued a box set of all the Friday the 13th films, so I wanted to do direct comparisons between the Blu-ray edition in that box set and this new 4K disc. Overall, I do find the Dolby Vision grading here on this new 4K to be the preferred way to view the movie, but not without a few caveats. In the movie's first half day scenes, I will say it could be a tight race between the two versions. On the 4K, the image is definitely sharper, but sometimes can look a little bit off. In the scene where the would-be counselors are on the dock by the lake, the Dolby Vision makes the characters look a bit bronzed, with Bill's foot appearing discolored. On the Shout version, the color is consistent with the rest of his body, and the overall scene looks more natural. There are a few other sequences that are less egregious, such as the opening gas station scene. I didn't find this to be particularly problematic. I like the deeper red on the pumps, but your preference may vary. I do feel the day scenes on the 4K look good for the most part, minus those mentioned hiccups. Colors do pop a little more on the 4K. A few minutes later, when the hitchhiker exits the truck, on the Shout version the sky looks duller, but on the 4K disc it's more blue. That wonderful 80s clothing is visually bolder. In the scene, the red shirt is richer on the 4K with Dolby Vision behind it, but the Shout Factory version is no slouch either. In the back half of the film during the night, the 4K is the clear winner. The Dolby Vision enhances black levels very well, keeping the atmosphere intact with detail visible and no black crush. Near the end of the movie, when Mrs. Voorhees is standing by the doorway, her face looks too elevated on the Shout disc, where in the 4K version, she looks, in my opinion, more appropriately covered in shadow. The bump in detail is very noticeable and clearly in favor of the 4K. Close-ups offer great definition in both people and the cabin interiors, campgrounds, etc. Textures look very good with the 4K resolution. I can understand if some viewers come away thinking the 4K grading overcooks the palette, but once again, it comes to personal preference. Friday the 13th on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix. I don't think anybody was expecting some kind of major audio upgrade for this 4K release, but the fact that the original mono track, which was included on the Shout Factory set, was excluded here altogether is more than baffling. That being said, thankfully the DTS track that did first appear on the Shout Factory version is here on this 4K disc from Paramount. While not dramatically a game changer, I do find that it's fairly more immersive in the surrounds when compared to the Dolby Digital counterpart. Atmospheric effects play an effective role on the DTS track. With Creeping Through the Woods, the sounds are used very effectively. The beginning opening sequence fills the room with the film's score and sounds great. The DTS audio is a shining spot done well on 4K. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Friday the 13th on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B. Visually, while it's not a perfect upgrade, the Dolby Vision does a lot more right than it does not so much. Colors have a bolder appearance, and the black levels I feel retain their atmospheric intent. For the image, I do recommend it. For the audio mix, I'm going to score this one a B-. The loss of the original mono track is very disappointing, which is good enough reason to hold on to your Shout Factory Blu-ray disc. The DTS 5.1 is a solid track, providing a good immersive experience that sometimes the previous Dolby Digital lacked. The audio is good in its presentation. So that is my review of Friday the 13th on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really does help out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.